We didn't get it.
Can you repeat that, Idan?
I said we should take a picture again. Because
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time we
for
didn't
sure.
get it.
I took some screenshots, but I told Onedikachi the other day that I don't know where are those stored. So I captured those, but I think that it was in my desktop, and from time to time I need to clean my desktop from rubbish, and I think probably I removed those by mistake. But this time we will keep it. But yeah, it's going to be a joint effort. So we are going to take care of nobody forgets about the screen about the picture. Hey, Daria.
Hello.
Hi there, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. How is everything going, Daria? All good?
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Busy with exams and all as
Exams
always?
are now over. So currently a bit free from those things.
Okay, great. By the way, I'm going to enable the Gemini note keeping. So we are going to have recording, transcript, note keeping. So full keep.
Also, Benjamin, are we allowed to share our screen if we have some query regarding some pull requests or some discussions?
For this session, Onidikachi is the facilitator, so she is the one that he is going to reply. I'm just here for making bad jokes and to support her and everything that she might need. So yeah, Onidikachi, all yours.
Okay, so to answer that, I would say yeah, but then we will have to do that this in later room. Let us answer every questions before we go into sharing of screens and all, so that then we can capture a whole lot of questions first.
Yeah, and to add something to that, depending on the project you are asking about, if the mentor is not here, so probably Nidikachi and I probably won't have the knowledge. But if it's about my project, yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's about your project only in my case.
Okay, so is 2 minutes past the starting time. So I don't know if
Yeah.
Nidikachi.
I was guessing for us to like wait till 5. Let's just wait for like 5 minutes, then we just kick off. So for now we can be doing meet and greets. I can see Aki. Welcome. Priyanshu. Please pardon me if I murder your name. I'm sorry.
Hello, Priyanshu.
Hello.
Hello.
So welcome.
So can we ask from where you are connecting, folks? Probably seeing the name and the last names, we have some folks in India or around that. Idan, your pronunciation and your accent is maybe you somewhere in Europe, maybe. Idan,
From Israel.
where?
From Israel.
Okay, Israel.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not easy to capture that accent, but yeah, right. It's great having good representation from multiple places. So and Daria, Priyanshu, Mohammed, and Utkars, you folks are all of you from India?
Yeah, India.
Okay, India is huge, right? So let's start talking about region. So, Uktars, from what region of India?
I am from Uttar Pradesh. It is basically a state of India. So
Great. And Daria?
I am primarily from Gujarat. It is on the western side of India.
And Priyansu? No comment. And Idan, in Israel, can we ask from in what region or city in
I'm from Beersheba. It's in the south of Israel.
Okay. Great.
Priyanshu dropped in something on the chat. Let me read it out. So he said he's from Delhi, capital of India.
Yeah, great.
We've not heard from Akib.
Hello guys, I'm from Pakistan and it's been my first time for contributing to open source and GSoC. So it's been like very good to have in community and contributing in real life impacts.
Great. And Muhammad, from can we ask from what city in Pakistan? Capital, maybe?
Yeah, it's Punjab.
Great. Okay, so we have more people now, yeah, almost 10. So yeah, we did well in waiting those 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can just start. So I'm about to share my screen. Please confirm if you see my screen or if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, all set. So thank you all for joining this call with us. We are very excited to have a new year, and the aim of this call is for you to ask as much questions you have, so that you can be clear about every single thing and be on the right path. And also, this call is being recorded, and I hope that's fine with everyone. Meeting accessibility. So we encourage you to challenge any language that does not seem inclusive to you. So let us know, and then we will work on it. And the agenda today is very short. So we will go through the recap from the last meeting. We will also show you the current GSoC phase and the project highlights and time for Q&A. I hope you're all excited for that. Okay, so a quick recap. Finally, Benjamin accepted to mentor project 859, which is the component library project idea. And then also Benjamin also spoken about the possibility of the team self-funding some project that may not make it to the GSoC course. Currently, we are not 100% on this, but we are in discussions. But fingers crossed, it is all going to work out fine. So let us just keep high hopes for this. And then also we discussed about the importance of qualification tax. It is very, very important. Any project idea that has a tax, please work on it. Take out your time to answer every single thing. You can go deep, you can explore it very, very well, so that then you will stand out on your application. And then also we want you to create a very good and clear proposal. So moving on, the phase we are in. So we are in the application period. So the application period started Monday, and then it will run through this time to April 8th. So we implore everyone to please submit your application during this time before the deadline, because that is the only way you would be considered for projects. So please try as much as possible to submit your application in the official GSoC site, and we wish you success. Project highlights. So last time we had like five projects with the mentors, but we have good news. And the good news here is that the last two project now has mentors. So we have Benjamin for the component library, and then Agnivesh for the visualization tool. So this is a very good news. So right now, all the project idea has mentors, and I want you all to go through this list. Have a look at the budget that speaks to you, and work on it and submit your stellar, because we are waiting for it. And yeah, priority. Your priority is submitting your application latest April. It's like I cannot emphasize this. This is the most important thing here. Submit your application, and I promise you we will take our time to go through every single application. The mentors, they are putting their heads down to go through every single application that's been submitted. And yeah, like Q&A, yeah, very short. So does anyone have any question? Yeah, I am. Sorry, let me go through the queue to confirm you're the first person. Okay, sorry, Tash. The question.
Yeah, hello, am I audible? So my basically I have three agendas to discuss here, and all the three are related to Benjamin. So my first agenda is that do we have to stick with the current design, or we can make some tweaks? For example, I was implementing shared scene component library. So basically, it has some predefined components. For example, for dark mode, we have predefined buttons, which look quite minimalistic. So, are we okay if we do some tweaks in the design, or we have to stick with the current design? You are not audible.
Benjamin will be the one to answer that.
Yeah.
Hi,
Thanks for the-
Benjamin.
Hi, hello. So yeah, thanks for the question. I'm assuming that we will need to make some adjustments. Some maybe because the components are not fully customizable, or I don't know. So I can imagine that will happen, and we should be open for that. So yeah. Why
But
not?
regarding that customization, the components are fully customizable. But I was asking that if we are okay, then we can implement some other designs too.
I mean, my suggestion is, our goal is like try to have the components updated to this standard library.
Okay.
And this is the primary goal. Beyond that, yeah, maybe we can discuss it, but my goal is not like changing the design, or just at least you have a very good idea and good arguments for that. I think that we have been like working in the design with some improvements and so on for long, for the last year, let's say. And yeah, initially, it's not, as I said, it's not the primary goal. I'm open to discuss it, but just feel free to add it to the proposal, saying, hey, I found this like this pattern that is maybe not, I don't know, accessible or suboptimal. You can call it, but yeah, I think that yeah, I hope I already replied the question.
Yeah. So my second agenda was that today that JSON Schema channel last community meeting was uploaded. So I was just watching that community meeting. There, Karan Palan, a contributor of our JSON Schema, he raised an issue regarding that JSON editor, which is I think 1 year long back issue. So he told that we can implement, we can resolve this issue in our GSoC project. So what's your thought on that? Shall we take that issue too?
That's the second part. So and that's not like I think it's going to be difficult to implement it like following the standard library. We will need to do something else. So for me, it's like the primary goal is standardize the components, and secondly, if we have time, try to make that work, because it's providing like suboptimal experience having one component for JSON and JSON schema, another for other languages. So if we can come up with a simple approach for that, that would be great. So yeah, it's like the second part. If or just in case we have time, ideas, and a path forward to do it, why not?
One last one thing I want to discuss, that yeah, I think 2 days before I raised a PR, which is approved by Dharya, thanks to him. So there, Dark Void, one of the contributors or maintainers, I don't know, he commented that he was basically discussing about how we can make our code more scalable and refactor the components. For example, I raised a PR regarding that chevron toggle in sidebar. So I think that issue doesn't need to be separately resolved in a different PR. We can, because since we have to implement the components, so definitely we will implement sidebar also. So I think that issue will get resolved in our project too. So what's your thought? Shall we implement it separately or in the project only?
I suggest we first, our current speed to create and review pull requests is really slow. We are lucky that we have a 3H team from some contributors like Daria and some others like Divi that is also connected. That Divi was one of the selected participants past year. Daria was applied, and finally he was part of other program. So yeah, we needed that help, and yeah, they provided the support. But the maintainers is mostly basically me, or for some technical stuff, Jason that is already here, members of the TST, or Greg. So yeah, I will review it. But until we don't have the okay that this project has been selected, because we are submitting 7 projects, right?
Yes.
And we don't have 100%. We don't know if all of them are going to be selected. Let's see.
Yeah.
So hopefully yes, but if not, some of the projects can like fall out of this. Until we don't know what is going to happen, let's continue working on the issues. This is my idea. As soon as we have the spot book, we will make a communication saying, hey, all those issues that are being affected by are affecting components, we are going to close it, or to put it on hold, because we are going to work on all this area. So probably that will be part of the strategy. Probably it's something wise to think about, at least discuss about it, right?
Okay, now got it. So these were the agendas which I want to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, Utash, for that questions. And before we move further, I want to Jason, thanks for joining this call. And Anya, you raised your hand, so you can ask your question.
Okay. Hello, my name is Chidi Adi from Nigeria. I have 2 questions. One of them is about the project on the adaptation of components for the JSON Schema website. So I've gone through the good code base. I'm wondering, are we looking to replace all the custom components, or we're still open to keeping some of them? And my second question is, because I am new, this will be my first time of doing this kind of thing. I want to really understand what is the role of the mentors and what's the role of the contributors in this program. Thank you.
I'm going to reply the first question, and for the second question regarding the role of mentors, I think if Jason agrees, I will defer that on him, that he is a great mentor and he's the third participation. So for that one, Jason, if you are okay, I will leave it to you. You okay with that?
I actually didn't quite get what the last part of that question was. Could we repeat it?
Yeah, so the first part was for the components library. I'm going to reply that right now. And the second part of the question is, what is the role of the mentor in the program? So in collaborating with mentees. So I will leave it to you, like what mentors do for during the program, right? So
Yeah.
how we support the mentees, how we like, what type of support types are professional and personal growth we can like provide. So I leave it to you, and later maybe I will add something. And
sure.
Chidadi, regarding you made a good question. Are we going to replace all the components? I don't know if it's possible. Yes, but maybe we can find like a component that one of our customizations that is not fully replaceable. So let's discuss about it. Maybe you can do this review. We don't have a lot of components. We have like, I don't know exactly, maybe 20 or 15, I don't know. So you can like try to do the mapping, see if that's possible. Is that possible? Okay, and maybe that's possible, but the standard component is suboptimal for certain reason. So you can put, you can just explain that, saying, hey, there is a component for this, but we, while deciding to standardize it, we are going to lose this, and this feature. Are we okay with that? And we can like take informed decisions and not like replace everything because was the assignment. I prefer that we like made a good judgment for all the for each component. Like, okay, this is what it's doing. This is the new one. This is what the problem that we are solving. Are we still solving the problem with a good experience? Or I think we should replace it, and so on for all the components. So yeah, try to do your analysis, and happy to discuss about cases when we prefer to keep it.
All right, thank you.
And now, Jason, back to you for the role of mentors in the program.
Sure. Yeah. So so how you'll work with your mentor will vary depending on who your mentor is and what the project is and all that stuff. But generally, your mentor will be there to answer your questions, review your code, and provide reviews for you to Google when that time comes. For me, last year I was very involved in that. The contributor and I were doing pair programming every week, so that's probably like the most that you'll be working with your mentor. A more typical relationship is probably you'll maybe have a call once a week or something like that to go over what your progress has been during that week, what questions do you have, and you know, maybe code review, stuff like that. So so yeah, so you can expect to have a regular meeting with your mentor. talking about how about your progress and answering the questions.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I can add something to that great explanation from Jason. Is as he clearly said, this will depend of your mentor, right? So in my case, probably I'm not. My background is engineer, but let's call it that way. So I'm not a tool maintainer, so probably I don't have the same engineering knowledge and experience that Jason and other mentors. So probably in my case, I'm still reviewing code, but I also like try to provide some additional like mentorship. For example, if you are looking, we are going to build a relationship, right? And I will be asking like if in what year of your career or the studying career and university or whatever. So what are your challenges? What areas do you like to develop, like gain experience or develop a strength or something? And maybe as part of this experience of working in this project and coding, we can also discuss about some ways that maybe my professional experience, or I can help with some tips, or we can work together on things like that. So it's something that I did with other mentees in the past, and yeah, I think that is something that probably you can discuss with your mentors. Like, hey, for example, I will like a part of like improve my coding skills and my open source experience. Maybe I will like to improve my planning approach, for example, like on my estimation or estimation of complexity or things like that. So we can help with that. So yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Jason, for that response. And also thank you, Anyam, for that wonderful question. Utash, you raised your hand again. Go on.
Yes, so Benjamin, you mentioned that we should list all the components that we need to change we need to implement from UI component library. So my question was that I shared my proposal with you on Slack. You gave a feedback a few days before. Yeah, so shall I include those components discussion implementations in that proposal?
I just I'm not expecting that. So I just was like thinking about. There was one question saying, "Hey, are we going to standardize everything?" And I said, "Why not?" So we can discuss it. That can happen as part of the project execution, or you can include it as part of your proposal. Up to you. So I'm not, in my case, I'm not expecting like a checklist of specific things that I'm expecting to find in the proposal. I think that's something that I think Juan, the mentor from the other project, said the past week, the other session was, we are more interested in how you break down problems, how you argument your proposals, or what is your critical thinking about the problem statement. So how are you moving in that space? And how do you discard one option against other? So things like that. So how do you validate all those things? So I don't have checklists. So if you think that this approach of comparing the components reflects your thinking, you can do it. If you prefer to do it more broadly, you can do it. If you prefer just to compare one library to another, you can do it. So
yeah, so in my proposal, I have basically done all these things, but not for all the components. Basically, I have implemented a button component, which I have shared in the proposal. It was just an example for my implementation. So that's how I implemented shared scene. So I think the final verdict is that we need not to list all the components which are to be implemented. That's the case only.
So yeah, so just to, I'm not expecting, my criteria is not like who is the best like implementing a component. in my case, my criteria will be the person that is understanding better the problem we are solving. Like, hey, I think that you guys are trying to reduce the code complexity, make this more maintainable, and have components that are going to help with that. So this is the problem statement. You need to evaluate different libraries to see what is the best fitting for this. And while thinking about implementing, you can think, hey, when implementing this, my approach is this, this, and that.
Okay. Okay, got it.
That may make sense, more or less.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, research. We don't have any question. Does anyone have any question? This is your last chance. Any question?
You can still ask in Slack. So yeah.
Okay. Chair, Anya, please go on.
Yeah, sorry, I think I have one last question. How do we send in our application proposals?
Okay.
Can I take this, or are you taking this, Onidikachi?
You can take it. You can take it.
Okay, so if you like feedback from your mentor, you can share it with them. Maybe just you can read the issue discussion to see what approach the mentor shared, in case the mentor already explained how to provide proposal for feedback. If not, just reach out to Onidikachi or me, and we can like see if we can help like sharing the proposal with the mentor. If you like for early feedback, but the more time pass and the closer to the deadline, the more difficult to provide feedback. And for the final, you can submit your proposal multiple times to the GSoC platform. So you need to the official process is you go to the GSoC platform, you need to register your user, look the mentoring organization, that is JSON Schema, and submit your proposal. With filling the form as a attached document, right? And you can submit it several times. So something that you can do is like have something submitted like 3 days before or so. And if you're still refining it, like work on it and the same day of the deadline, before the deadline. So make sure that you are checking the time zone and everything. You can just send the final updated one. Okay, you can submit different versions, and the platform supports it.
Okay, that answered my question. Thank you.
So
sorry, I missed one last doubt. So Benjamin, in my proposal, there is a section specifying the timelines of GSoC. So I have not discussed the exact timeline, but made a brief high-level overview regarding the dates, because I don't know when, since this project is not that big, it is just of 90 hours. So maintaining all the timelines was quite difficult for me, since we haven't discussed yet. So does that section pays more importance for the proposal, or just giving a brief overview is okay?
I'm going to give what is my criteria, but probably Jason will have a different one for his project. So I will share mine, and maybe Jason can share what is his for the other project. So in my case, something that I remember Jason speaking about this past year probably. So what happened with software development is the plan is we never follow the plan, because everything is changing, right?
Yeah.
So you can create a plan that and it's going to help us to like envision some of the ideal progress of the project, or how you are like identifying the biggest rocks, the biggest challenges. So we can see that, but I'm not expecting a perfect plan, and probably is not. In my case, is not what I'm going to put more like emphasis. It's interesting. It's going to show me what is your planning and your approach to divide problems, but you can show that approach also in the previous describing what is your approach, the challenge. So yeah, in resume. So is not the most important part for me. It's relevant, but in software development, plans are changing all the time. So Jason, back to you.
Yeah, that's a perfect answer. I think what you said was that you have a high level path of the things, the path that you're going to take, rather than a very specific timeline. I think that's perfect. That's the kind of thing we want. Like you're looking at what's the most important things that need to happen first. A needs come before B. But like, A is going to take 3 days and B is going to take 7 days. Like that's useless to me. Like it's probably not going to happen. And if it doesn't, it doesn't matter anyway. Things take as long as they're going to take.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Thanks, Benjamin.
Thank you, sir. And we don't have any more questions. So I'm not going to count down to 5. So if anyone has any question, please just raise your hand before we move on for this.
Yeah, but
0.
on Edikachi, remember that we are going to take the picture. So
Exactly.
yeah.
That will come after this. So countdown. Countdown. We are counting down. 0, 1.
Yeah, but
Countdown should be from 5.
One
Sorry.
second. We need to stop presenting your presentation to have the full screen. So if you can, for a moment, start presenting. How we can do this? Okay, perfect. And now, if the rest of the people feel comfortable with sharing the screen, yeah, if you can do it, that would be great. And yeah, let me. Okay, so yeah. Hey, so I'm going to take a screenshot on Edikachi. You can take yours. So 3, 2, 1. I couldn't take my screenshot because I was doing my stupidity pose. So.
I didn't. Oh.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Got it.
I did not post.
I have it. So we are covered. Let me take another one. Folks, try to put another software engineer face. So please. Okay, we have it. Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, we have come to the end. Thanks everyone for joining this office hour. Your presence made a whole difference, and good luck to every contributor. And you can always keep dropping any question, concerns on the channel, and we'll do well to answer all of it. All right.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, Vivi. Nice to see you again.
Hi, sir. How are you?
All good, all good. So how is life treating you? All good?
It's tough. I have long hours. I'm in a startup, so very long hours. I work.
But you were looking for your first job, so that happens sometime. But hopefully it's like a good environment for learning a lot with talented people.
Yeah, we are a small team. We just raised our seed fund, so our working hours are like 10 in the morning to 10 in the night. So there is barely any social life right now, but it's fun.
Yeah. Let's catch up at some point in some weeks, and you can share some of your learnings, and maybe share it with some of the contributors.
Sure.
Hey, Karan.
Hey Benjamin. Actually, I did not receive the notification for the meet, So
Sorry,
if you would like,
it was a good session. Is what I can say. Okay,
Yes,
so
like-
yeah, basically what.
Yes.
So I can very briefly explain what we did. So what we did is review the timelines. So the timelines is basically the application period already started from March 24 to April 8. Make sure that you are checking what is the time zone of the hour is like UTC something. I don't. So make sure that you are checking that. In terms of how to submit your proposal, is it the GSoC platform. You can submit it several times. So if you have something good, just submit it. And if you are still working on the proposal, you can just submit it and again until the last moment. So if maybe your mentor is Juan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I got my proposal reviewed from him, and I also uploaded it on the website. I'll keep on editing the PDF as I update it.
Perfect. So just do it. So perfect. And we discussed. So there was some questions regarding, for example, my project. There were two contributors asking about that project. Some people ask about what is the most important part, is like the planning section. And there were two mentors, Jason and myself, and we said the planning is not the most important part. So because the dates never happen. So and DB knows that. So you need to be prepared for like what we are expecting is like you identifying what are the biggest problems that you like to resolve first. You can say this is 1 week, 2 weeks. I mean, the plan is going to change. So it's not the most important part. It helps us to see how you divide things and how do you identify the challenge that require early attention. But it's more important you showing what is your critical thinking, how you approach the problem, how do you find opportunities to think out of the box. So what is your rationale to decide one approach or another, and why? So things like that. And basically was that. It was a fun short session. So yeah, it's recorded. So if you will have the time to review it later.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the info, Benjamin. That was helpful.
Okay. So yeah, and my kids are having dinner, so I'm going to drop, folks. And yeah, good luck with your application, Karan and Divi. It's great to see your face again. So yeah, let's catch up about your learnings in the startup. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Take care. Priyasu Muhammad. Have a good rest of the day, folks. Take care. Bye bye.